Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mom.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yep, thank you for joining with us again.
We always love doing this, and Mom, happy Friday on a Saturday.
Yep, happy Friday on a Saturday to you, Brandon. Yes, we apologize to our viewers, but we took a little time off this weekend, but we are back and ready to get going for continuous episodes.
Yes, and we're excited for this one. Mom, were we speaking about ending up February 2026?
Yes, we're going to talk about Act Your Age.
Yes, the series ran in, well, 2023.
Yes, well, look, we got a recent one, Brandon.
Yes, and so what is this one?
Alrighty. We're once more, because it is our first episode Friday, we're talking about the first episode. And let me tell you overall what the show is generally about. It's basically about three unmarried female friends who are kind of living together. But anyway, in this particular episode, they have not moved in with each other. And one of the main characters, Bernadette, she is getting married. And so she brings her two friends from out of town in. Basically under false pretenses, and then kind of shares with them that she's getting married. Um, however, the one of the her friends kind of indicates that she doesn't really think she should get married, and regardless of all of that, they realize that they're not in love, meaning Bernadette and the new man, and they decide not to get married. At the end, Bernadette does ask her two friends whether or not they want to live with her, and they all agree to be roommates. So that is this episode, kind of in a nutshell. I will say, just so the audience knows, there are two young adults in this series also, and they are the children of two other girls. So that's the story in a nutshell.
Well, Mom, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Brandon.
And first of all, this episode is titled Secrets and Lies, and it released on March 4th, 2023, alongside the second episode, Petty Party. But, Mom, what did you think about this episode?
I was surprised that I liked it. And I don't know why I was surprised I liked it. I was watching Netflix one day and I was looking for something to watch. I clicked on it and I watched the first episode and said, oh, okay. And then ended up binging all of the episodes within the next 2 to 3 days. So, yes, I liked it. I will say this is not a family show. And so, in my opinion, anyway, so little young ones should not be watching it. But it for adults, I thought it was fun. All right, Brandon, what were your thoughts?
Yes, I definitely enjoyed it as well. Even though it had a 16 episode run, I feel that it was able to accomplish quite a lot within these 16 episodes.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But yes, and so for a little bit of background for the show, it released on Bounce TV back in 2023. And Mom, I know before the show even started, I did actually tell you about the show, and you had no interest in watching this show. But now you've actually seen the whole series. Like, you watch it without me.
Yeah, I did. I think I started with you, and then I just kind of moved on. And so, yeah, so I ended up just kind of watching it.
But overall, what would you say surprised you about the show?
I don't know. I will say I think I was just looking for something to watch that was different and contemporary, and this just kind of hit it for me. And so once more, I was just really surprised that I did like it. And I think between you and I, we saw the first episode three times, just because we saw it during different time periods, and we wanted to make sure it was fresh when we spoke about it today. So we just finished watching it again, but I'm surprised how easy it is to actually rewatch.
Yes, it is. And Mom, I think this is actually our fifth time watching.
Was it a fifth? Yeah, it's been a few times.
But one of the things I feel, I mean, for this show is that the camaraderie between the three main girls, I think, is so seamless, and I like that they're all able to have different influences over each other, and that they're able to do different things in each episode. I don't feel that there's any one episode that's like, oh, they already redid this, and I know there's only 16 episodes, but I really do like the dynamic they have.
Yes. And kind of like some of the other series that are kind of come on now, the episodes do build on each other. And so, like, for example, not just with the girls, the three main girls, but also with the children. And I shouldn't say they're children, they're young adults, but also with the young adults on the show. Also, they kind of have a budding romance sort of kind of going on. And so it builds on each other also.
Yes, it does. And Mom, would you watch the series again?
I think I have. Yes, I would rewatch it.
Well, that's good to hear. And yeah, I mean, I really think that it's a good show. We wish it lasted longer so we would have more episodes to watch. But nevertheless, I mean, it's available on Netflix now, and I believe also on some other streaming services as well. So we encourage you to watch it.
Yes. I will say one of the things, I really like about shows that those shows that have an initiating point, and this one does have an initiating point, and it's just the fact that Bernadette does ask for the girls to kind of come and live with them. And so that's the initiating point for this particular episode. And Brandon, I like to rate my shows 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. I gave this first episode a 3. I thought it was just solid. Your thoughts?
Mom, I'll agree with that.
All right, sounds good, Brandon. Did we have any connections with this show?
Yes, we do.
Okay, what are our connections?
So, for one of the actresses, Tisha Campbell, she had played in one episode of Lopez versus Lopez that we had discussed.
All right. Let's see. Any other connections?
In that episode was the season 2 finale, Lopez versus George, and we have one other connection as well.
Oh, what is that?
So that is with the music composer of the series.
All right. And what did him or her, please remind me who it is and what did they do?
Yeah, so the music composer is Wendell Haynes, and he also was the music composer for the Netflix series Family Reunion.
All right. That sounds good. And I know this show did have a theme song. It is very, very short. In essence, they basically kind of repeat the same thing over again with 2 lines. They basically say, act your age, and then where are my girls at? So they kind of repeat it over and over again. Is it memorable? Well, if you watch the show, maybe a little, but in the big scheme of things for TV theme songs that we like, no, it's not memorable.
But I will say that even though you didn't really remember it ahead of you watching it, I certainly could remember it because I feel that now in present day we've hit that sort of sweet spot where for the rare times we have a theme song that it's that short, nice, catchy, but even though there are words, it's largely instrumental outside of that.
It is. It is.
But
Was
yes,
there anything else you wanted to discuss about the show, Brandon?
not necessarily. I mean, I just thought it was a good watch. One of the characters is noted to be the First Lady of Norfolk,
Yes, one of them claims to be.
but yes, and so it's interesting, like I said, to see their dynamic. And I feel like there's not a lot of shows right now that I don't know. We've been on a search for modern shows that just give this type of feeling that we like. And so, even though this isn't necessarily a family show, we at least like the dynamic that's able to give that these feel like genuine characters that we would want to learn more about.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right. And let us know, are you someone who watched Act Your Age? If so, let us know.
Yes, please do. And Mom, this has been a fun February being able to do TV discussions with you as always.
It has been, Brandon, and I look forward to the upcoming March, which is tomorrow.
Well, we'll be here before you know it,
It sure will. All right. Thank you guys for everybody for watching.
and we'll see you in March.
Bye bye.